When has someone refused to take no for an answer? My landlord literally thought he owned me along with my apartment. Mr. Hartwell was this creepy dude in his 50s who owned the building where I rented this basement unit. The place was garbage. Mold growing in corners, walls so thin I could hear my upstairs neighbor's TV, and a heater that made noises like someone was dying inside it. But hey, $600 a month in this city was a steal, so I dealt with it. Everything was fine for the first year. Hartwell would swing by occasionally to fix stuff that was broken, which was pretty much everything. But then things got weird, really weird. He started showing up without warning, just knocking on my door at random times asking if everything was working okay. At first I thought he was just being a good landlord, you know, making sure his property was in decent shape. But then I noticed things, little things. I'd come home from my job at the coffee shop and find my bathroom window cracked open when I never opened it. My shampoo bottle would be in a different spot in the shower. Mail that was clearly opened and then placed back on my kitchen counter like nothing happened. When I confronted him about it, he just gave me this nasty smile and said he owned the place, so he didn't need permission to check on his property. That's when my boyfriend Eric started staying over more often. Hartwell hated Eric from day one, like really hated him. Whenever Eric's car was in the parking lot, weird stuff would happen. The water would mysteriously shut off right when Eric was in the shower. The power would flicker on and off all night. One morning we found Eric's car had a huge scratch down the side, and Hartwell just shrugged when we asked about it. The breaking point came on a Tuesday night around 2 in the morning. I woke up to someone rattling my doorknob trying to get in. I looked through the peephole, and there was Hartwell, holding his spare key, trying to unlock my door while I was inside sleeping. I yelled at him through the door asking what the hell he was doing, and he had the nerve to say he was just checking if my door was properly locked for my safety. I called the cops immediately, but when they showed up, there was no sign of forced entry, and Hartwell played the concerned landlord act perfectly. All they could do was give him a warning about respecting tenant privacy. The next morning, all 4 of my car tires were slashed. Coincidence? I don't think so. That's when I decided to fight back. I went to this electronics store and bought the cheapest security cameras I could find. Nothing fancy, just basic ones that connected to my phone. I set them up inside my apartment and one pointing at my front door. Within a week, I hit the jackpot. The footage was insane. This man was coming into my apartment almost every other day while I was at work. He would go through my dresser drawers, smell my clothes, move stuff around. In one video, he's literally sitting on my couch eating my food while going through my personal mail. The creepiest part was when he stood in my bedroom doorway for like 10 minutes, just staring at my bed. When I confronted him with the footage, he didn't even look embarrassed. He just smirked and said, "Who do you think the police will believe? Some broke college student or the guy who owns half the buildings on this street?" That's when I realized this man thought he was untouchable, but I wasn't done. I sent copies of all the footage to every single tenant in the building through social media and by slipping printed screenshots under their doors. We all went to the police station together with a massive folder of evidence. Security footage, photos, written statements, everything. This time they couldn't ignore it. Hartwell was arrested on multiple charges, including breaking and entering, harassment, and theft.